It's supposed to be about the archons too. I can't remember. I can't remember anything. Well, first off, about the archon energies. Not to go too deep on that. Of course, they're part of the physical reality, and obviously, many are here that are, I don't know, even like the New Age or like, you know, like, you know, I don't know. They just have a thing for the physical, you can say. I don't know how to word it. Either way, yeah, either way, physicality blocked out the non-physical through brainwashing. You can blame aliens all day long or whoever, but it still comes down to the people. You know, you say the light's being a human more than just energy. That's where the archons come in, because the archons are part of this reality. Of course, the archons are going to do what the fuck they feel like with us too, to some level. And because many in the ancient times, people became more reliant on the physical and just blocked out the non-physical, at least the intuition. You can still be physical and just be aware more of the soul. But here it is, shut it out altogether. Even religion's doing it too. Even mainstream religion is not really accessing the soul. It's not connected. They're not doing anything metaphysical there, as you could see. So that's the main cutoff. That's why it's been so difficult. I don't see people here anywhere acknowledging the soul. Not really acknowledge. It's all about physicality, things, stuff, your boat, whatever. Just it's all physically based. I mean, some do tap into their intuition here and there, and that shows something. But even those that do tap into it, your average person, they kind of just ignore it. They tap into it, but then they just don't care. I don't know. They're just not listening to it completely. Probably it's not easy to listen to anyway, because our culture has shut it off, made it more difficult. So even with those that take their life as suicides, someone, because that's the whole point, or one of the, because so many become so infused with the physical, and they go crazy. They take their life because they're obviously, of course, it's also a journey of the soul. But to lose your contract with your soul itself, someone else takes control of your soul after you take your life. There is a way of getting your soul back. It's not as easy, but, and it's, once again, that's another journey to the soul. Not all are successful though. But you can get your soul back. Not that I'm promoting it, but to do that, but really, it's just the physical body was, obviously we're shut off, go to sleep, and become a human zombie, basically. Some are human zombies, at least, and just live in the zombies of society, 3D, whatever you want to call this. And now we're acknowledging the soul again, slowly. Of course, there's a lot of crazies out there too. You can see in the spiritual communities, all that. Of course, they're still being hijacked. Even there are positives they're still getting messed with, because they're just not there yet. Well, some of them are physically based still. They're still not quite in line with their soul energy. Then again, who is? But they're still being hijacked by the bad guys. And you see them on YouTube, the big, I'll go into details of it. Let the individual figure it out. There's quite a few of them out there. And that's just, all that gets so old. Oh, it's beyond old. And then they have conferences about nonsense. yeah, once again, even some of the SSP stuff, I mean, even if it is in the fourth dimension, it feels like it's still a bit physically based. So, yeah, of course, that's all. Most of it's a hijacking anyway, just to keep you from yourself. But to go into the alien disclosure energies, the title of this, realize obviously this is just a point of view. No one knows anything. There's different scenarios I've been tapping into. It doesn't mean they're necessarily wrong. We can't always just can't prove anything. Or plans that might happen in the future. Who knows? It doesn't mean it's going to happen here or not. But with the U.S. is kind of like an alien creation. And it's kind of like the leader of the world to some level. Yeah. For better or for worse, right? But as you can see, things are breaking down here little by little. Doesn't mean it's going to be a full-out destruction or anything. It's like a controlled demolition, but somehow we'll survive. Yeah, it's very bizarre. It's like a breakdown of pop culture, society. You see the music industry, it's not so great, not so exciting anymore. Just culture in general seems like it's kind of just dried out. It's like if you have new ideas, nobody. It's like do it somewhere else or whatever. It hits a wall or something like that. So doesn't mean we're completely rising. The robotic energy, the AI is just there to assist, as little by little, but it's not to take over. Oh, whatever. Somebody to go through their victim stuff, but. When the aliens do arrive, yeah, it's gonna be probably pretty boring. They just appear and somehow the world will know, and then of course, everyone's fears will get out of control, as usual. And they're this, they're that, the conspiracy, yada yada yada. And then of course, you have these spiritual mumbo jumbo people out there that have a huge following. Oh, I have all the knowledge. Fucking nut jobs. And people are so dumb. They're going to fall for it. Because that's growth. So, yeah, you can be high vibrational all day long. So you can still be stupid. But that's the growth part. I guess you're to get smart. So, and there's a lot of them that need to get smart. That's for damn sure. But, whatever. But yeah, when the aliens do, it could be this year. Fuck if I know. It could be this year. It could be fuck. Nobody knows anything. It could have already happened. I mean, whatever. So yeah, when disclosure does occur, there'll just be a lot of confusion once again. Like your primitive humans are gonna be losing their freaking minds, and just I don't know what goes into all of that. Like, they're not going to save us. That's for damn sure. But give us a different point of view of how to do things, and it's up to us to continue to destroy ourselves. But they're not. At least they're not waiting for like a nuclear implosion. I felt the nuclear stuff kind of died down, that's a good thing. We have to go through just a hit of nuclear bombs left and right. Luckily, that's not part of the plan, but. It does feel like there's just a dismantling of our reality. I already see it now. I just don't know where this is going. Like the Trump holiness is there, but he's not saving anything. It's all still kind of falling apart. So, but not completely. It's like a slow implosion, but not a complete destruction. Just pieces being taken. That's so bizarre. Yeah, just enough where dismantling, where the aliens would just, show up at some point. Of course, I picked up on the triggers for war and all that. That could be altered and stopped. Who knows? One thing for sure, man. It'd be nice if had the same thing happen at some point. God, this is like just watching paint dry. This is just having to be here and put up with this and just same old spiritual nonsense here in the mainstream. It's like, God, man, just something. So yeah, nothing's ever really, you can tap into whatever you want, but still nothing ever happens. It gets old. To just yeah, grind through it all. Uh, but when we just put a scenario if the aliens do show up, like there isn't a huge war, isn't an invasion of the U.S. As I saw versions of that. I mean, imagine there is truth to that on some reality level. Doesn't mean it isn't. Doesn't mean it's going to happen either. But the alien disclosure stuff, of course, we've been beating that one to death forever, and that's been really delivering, hasn't it? So of course it's all, yeah. Obviously, they can't tell us anything, but it just, I mean, I had like a alien disclosure energy earlier this year, and we haven't really seen anything, but the idea is to, I don't know, we'll see how this year plans out. I mean, in comment like individual contact, they only do it when they feel like it's, help your path, from my experience. Of course, there's agreement in astral and all that too. But yeah, I wouldn't give like Trump will probably try to take credit for everything. It's like whatever, they're the ones that put him in there to begin with, so whatever, more nonsense here. But when they, I mean, obviously going to help us change things. They're not really being clear on what that's going to be. Obviously, the cleanup of the planet and just use whatever you feel their intuition wise where things are going to head. Just, but we're not. Once they show up, though, they're not out of the woods. It's just me. It's not going to be. Just that's it. That'd be nice. But it's like the next level of confusion, basically. Of just. Yeah, they're not going to be walking around like, was it the TV show V? There will be the bad aliens. The bad aliens are already here. They're already part of all the spiritual groups already, the big ones. Space Ark Man, and it's always this drama and all that. So the bad guys are already here. So, this ultra positive Palladian beings, which is kind of psychotic and like sociopathic, positive Palladian beings. So, yeah, it's kind of gross. Yeah, they have to do that. I mean, well, they don't have to, but they do it because they know people are freaking lost. So they fuck with them. So it's just the way, and humans are here to get smart. When is another story. Yeah, it's just then he's really during this process, when they do, whenever, if it ever happens, some of us are losing our fucking minds right now. It's like how long can this go on, man? Some of us are trying to live our lives and we can't live a life. We're just sitting here waiting. It's like this is just, this is a bag of fun. So yeah, I see the cult leaders having a blast. I mean, the cult leaders and manipulators, disinformation people, they're having a blast here. And you can tell. If they're enjoying their lives and they're spiritual, they're probably the manipulators. Oh, they aren't probably, they are. Yeah, they're having a good time here. They're just, parasites, basically. So, but it's, once again, part of the lessons here. So, but yeah, when the alien energies come up, maybe I can channel them all day long. They're just going to tell us whatever. Fuck them. It's just more nonsense. They can't tell us anything until they actually show up here. And then we'll get a better idea. We'll probably still won't have an idea, but if they start appearing here and then you see the truth, you see how psychotic society, you already see it now, then you're going to see it even more. Like, yeah, peaceful alien beings, they're being friendly, they are the good guys, and people just spin it like a bastard. They just find everything they can and say, oh, those are the bad aliens, no doubt about it. It's like, fuck, man. So, yeah, to see the weaknesses in humanity and the darkness and just, and the idea for those that hear ground crews here, I don't know how that works exactly, how the roles work there. Like, I mean, obviously to connect with them more. with the alien beings, but still have to connect to the human here and just guide. Most of them are going to be psychotic, so guide those that want to be guided to more of a peaceful reality. So yeah, and like, what's the end game of that? Like, eventually, I think it would be, obviously more of aware of the galactic energy. I think a lot of it's just healing the planet, probably the big one right now, and just healing anxieties and understanding the lower dimensions a little bit, unpossessing people. Just doing that would be, because a good part of society has been hijacked. So I'm not sure how that works exactly. So how does, and if religions are going to be psychotic, it's just the way it is, right? And I call them all devils or the angels or whatever the fuck they want to call them. So yeah. So they're just here to keep the peace, you could say. And just, yeah, it's going to be a whole nother version of hell, basically. But at least in this version, you actually probably even talk about your beliefs now instead of keeping it hidden or being an alien preaching psychopath. Well, some of them are just going to do that anyway. But to guide those that want to find some answer within themselves too. And let's see where it goes. And yeah, I guess it's telepathy will open up over time. Little things here. Some people are so power obsessed. I want to get my powers back because I can be a powerful psychopath. Yeah, the spiritual community's got so many damn issues. I know they talk about religions, how messed up they are. That they might have convoluted belief systems, but they always think some of them can get along with each other. You can actually live with each other. The spiritual community, I'm not sure if any of them can live with it. If you get that, you're lucky. Most of us can't get that. It's just stay away from these people because they're nuts. Not all of them are crazy, but quite a few of them are freaking nuts. So, yeah, it's just not worth it. Just protect your energy field. Yeah, you want to connect to like-minded people, but a lot of them are ego-filled, become a cult leader, think they're Jesus, or whatever the fuck it is. Or, yeah, highly delusional, and that's a big part of spirituality. Yeah, its delusional level is probably at its highest level. And snapping out of that's not the easiest, but yeah, not that I've gotten real feelings of where the aliens are, if they're going to do anything. I know this gets very old. The whole thing you just have to trust it, but at least it's just when the aliens just show up, it's not going to be I guess if you say it'd be exciting, but not what people think. Yeah, be quiet and just, of course, it'll cause a lot of attention, but most people probably won't believe it. But you'll know if it's them or not. Well, obviously they have a spaceship and they look like aliens. It's not going to be the fake alien invasion. Not if they're being nice all the time. It's like, they're nice all the time. The bad ones will be nice all the time, and then you'll see their darkness somehow. But the nice ones will be nice and nice. And it'll be human, too. I don't think there'll be grays. The grays might show up eventually. I think the weirder ones, the felines might show up later, but I feel like just more of the Nordic Palladian energies, something like that will be here. Just for some normalcy, and then all the weird ones will show up eventually. They might have a gray there, possibly. I don't know. They might. Just to say, just to really fuck with people. Who knows? But like I said, the U.S., I feel like it has to break down. We're actually already seeing it, but it doesn't mean that could be a full bankruptcy, destruction. I don't think so. Just some things have to be taken apart for reasons. I don't know why. I don't know. But it is an alien invention, and because even some of these disclosure people, the contactees, they're filled with so much drama. Nothing but drama. You feel all their inner turmoil and all that, which is normal, but still, it's just I don't know. Everyone's tired. Everyone just had enough of this place, but anyway, especially the spiritual nonsense that's out there. Golly, man, just. I mean, if you're selling nonsense, snake oil, your life is awesome. But when you see it, you get so tired of it. And so many people get pulled into it. And that is the Archon. It just shows you a lot of these major spiritual groups, the Archon manipulation. It just shows you how sophisticated they are. And it's working. What's their system? So they can put all the fake people in there, give them all the fake views or whatever. But they, soulless people, it's their show. So they can do whatever they want. They're just doing it to mess with people. Why? Some of them are trying to grab the soul once again. It's gross. Yeah, it's just a part of the game. It's like, can you incarnate in a physical body and like regain the knowledge of your soul and find your soul's worth without, obviously go through your stuff and anxieties. That's all normal. But can you just, trust spirit, which is not easy. Because, we have to, you always have your worries. You have to support yourself and all of that. And, you want to have some kind of life here. You don't have a life at all. And it's really, it's rough. But also just shows the energy of the people here, too. And it's just not great. It's just not great here. So, and you just gotta, even with all these difficulties, helps you become more spiritual, more connected to yourself, more reliant on yourself. And you might not like your situation, all that, but still, you'll be okay. You'll survive it, and just not to self-destruct, not self-sabotage, the best of your ability. So. And you become just aware of those that are manipulating everything, and just they say how positive they are when they actually aren't, and they're the opposite. Filled with guilt and manipulation and so on, and join a cult and so on. So, and they know they did that, but they don't care. They act like how much powerful they are on everybody, and it just whatever, man. Go do your thing. So. Yeah, the spiritual community is as positive as it is. There's still a lot of darkness there. It's like it's darkness in plain sight, right? Yeah, cause, you go to these conferences and you see the real side of people, and it's not always the best. So even when they're getting high all the time and just laying around, it's like, Jesus, is this what this is? It's whatever. So it's a growth, though. So, especially a lot of those conferences are so manipulated, weaponized, and just nonsense. Yeah, like I said, it's a conference of spiritual nonsense, basically. So there might be some truth there, here and there, but still, a lot of it's just nonsense. So, delusion and so on. So, it's really coming back to self preservation, and just, connect to one's power. So. And that's the thing about when the aliens show up, people that are hiding stuff, they can't hide it anymore. At some point, you'll just be able to read. They're manipulating everything. So anyway, that's about all I got there. So who knows? Who knows if they'll ever show up? I mean, imagine I would. Just enjoy wherever this is. So I'll just leave it at that. So I was going to do a channeling, but what's the point? Anyway, that was pretty much it. Okay, all right.